deep in the heart of the lush, green jungle, where the sun warmed the earth and the air was thick with the scent of flowers, lived a magnificent lion named Leon. One sunny afternoon, Leon was lounging under his favorite baobab tree, scrolling through photos on his phone, when it suddenly buzzed and rang. He looked at the screen, and a huge smile spread across his face. It was his dear friend, Peter the penguin, calling all the way from the frosty Arctic. "Hello, Peter!" Leon roared cheerfully into the phone. On the other end, Peter's voice was filled with excitement. "Leon, you'll never guess what. Tomorrow is my birthday, and I'm having a party! Will you come? Please, say you'll come," Peter chirped, his voice filled with so much hope and joy. Leon didn't have to think for even a second. Seeing his friends was his favorite thing in the world. "Of course! I'll be there! Peter, I wouldn't miss it for anything," he replied. Peter let out a happy squawk of delight. After hanging up, Leon felt a jolt of pure excitement. A birthday party in the Arctic! He couldn't wait. He immediately bounded over to the riverbank, where his best friend, Al the alligator, was sunbathing on a smooth, warm rock. "Al, guess what?" Leon exclaimed, his tail wagging like a happy puppy's. "Peter's having a birthday party tomorrow, and we're invited." Al's eyes snapped open, and a wide, toothy grin spread across his long snout. "The Arctic, a party. Count me in, Leon." "That sounds like the adventure of a lifetime!" Without a moment to waste, the two best friends rushed back to Leon's den to peck. Leon grabbed his floofiest scarf, a warm hat, and a pair of fuzzy mittens he'd saved for a special occasion. Al, who wasn't used to the cold at all, packed 3 extra thick sweaters and a very, very long scarf that could wrap around him several times. They also packed a special birthday present for Peter, a beautiful, colorful kite they had made together, perfect for flying in the strong Arctic winds. With their bags packed and their hearts full of excitement, they headed to the jungle's small airstrip. Soon, they were aboard a little propeller plane, waving goodbye to the familiar green canopy of the jungle below. The plane climbed higher and higher, soaring above fluffy white clouds that looked like giant scoops of vanilla ice cream. Leon and Al pressed their faces against the window, watching in awe as the world transformed beneath them. The endless green of the jungle slowly gave way to vast blue oceans, and then, after many hours, the landscape began to change again. Patches of white started to appear, growing larger and larger, until everything below was a breathtaking blanket of pure, sparkling snow and glittering ice. The plane began its descent, and Leon could feel the chill in the air, even from inside the cabin. When the plane finally landed with a soft crunch on the snowy runway, the door opened to reveal a world unlike anything they had ever seen. The air was crisp and cold, and tiny, delicate snowflakes danced down from the sky. And there, waiting for them, was Peter the penguin, flapping his wings with pure, uncontainable joy. "You made it! You made it!" he squawked, waddling over to give his friends the biggest, happiest hugs. Peter led them to his home, a cozy igloo that glowed warmly from the inside. The entrance was decorated with colorful balloons that bobbed merrily in the chilly breeze. Leon and Al gasped when they stepped inside. The igloo was a wonderland of celebration. A long table stood in the center, absolutely covered with all sorts of delicious treats. There were giant pizzas with gooey, melted cheese, bowls overflowing with colorful candy, and bottles of fizzy soda in every flavor imaginable. A huge, happy birthday banner was strung across the icy wall, and music was playing, filling the little home with a cheerful, festive atmosphere. The party was amazing. Other penguin friends came over, and they all played games together. They had a hilarious 3-legged race in the snow, where Leon and Al, with their very different leg lengths, tumbled over and over, laughing until their sides hurt. They played pin the beak on the snowman, and Al, with his long snout, managed to get it perfectly right, winning a prize of extra fish-shaped crackers. The highlight of the party was when Leon and Al gave Peter his gift. His eyes lit up when he saw the beautiful kite. "Wow, it's perfect," he exclaimed. As the sun began to set, painting the snowy landscape in shades of pink and orange, everyone gathered inside the igloo. They ate until their bellies were round and full, and then they sat together, sharing stories and singing happy songs. Leon told stories of the hot jungle sun and the funny monkeys, while Peter shared tales of sliding down icebergs and swimming with graceful seals. Al, being a great storyteller, captivated everyone with a funny story about a time he tried to teach a parrot how to swim. Laughter echoed inside the cozy igloo, a warm and happy sound against the quiet Arctic night. That night, Leon and Al were too tired to fly back. Peter insisted they stay over. He made them two super cozy beds out of soft furs and warm blankets. Tucked in snugly, Leon and Al listened to the gentle sound of the wind outside, feeling safe and happy. They drifted off to sleep, dreaming of pizza, penguins, and the wonderful new memories they were making. The next morning, the Arctic sun shone brightly, making the snow sparkle like a million tiny diamonds. After a yummy breakfast of pancakes and berries, it was time to say goodbye. The three friends shared one last, long group hug. "Thank you for the best birthday ever," Peter said, his eyes a little misty. "This was the most fun I've ever had," Leon replied, patting his friend's back. "We'll definitely come visit again soon," Al added, giving a final, friendly wave. With promises to see each other again, Leon and Al boarded the plane. As it took off, they looked out the window and saw Peter waving his flipper at them until he was just a tiny black and white dot in the vast, white landscape. They flew back across the endless blue sky, watching as the snow and ice slowly melted back into the familiar, warm green of their jungle home. When they finally landed, they stepped out into the warm, humid air, a stark contrast to the crisp chill of the Arctic. They walked home, their hearts full and their faces beaming with smiles. Already reminiscing about their incredible adventure and the unbreakable bond of friendship that can cross any distance. And that's the story of how a lion, an alligator, and a penguin showed that true friendship knows no boundaries, whether it's jungle heat or Arctic snow. Thanks for watching our little story today. If you enjoyed the adventure of Leon, Al, and Peter, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more fun stories. We love sharing these adventures with you. See you next time!